Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Ero Ps F3. This is the seventh round, if I'm correct. Yes, I am. We are at the Autodromo Enzo Ferrari Emilia-Romagna San Marino GP. Whatever you want to call it anymore, we could call it. I do not know who is on the thumbnail. Fire Garazi. But nevertheless, I'm your host, as always, Liam Cross, and I am joined. I am joined by a very special guest, the commentator of F4, alongside me last year, Ken. I was going to say the full name, but I bottled it. Ken, how are you doing?
Pretty good, of course. Imola is a great track, so yeah, life is good.
Yeah. Yes, it is a very, very good track indeed. A very short track, admittedly, but nothing wrong with that. Um, Let me get a track map out. I assume you also have a track map, however.
Yes.
Yep. Apparently 19 corners ran this. Like I said, very, very, very short track. Only a 1
I'm
minute
not too.
15.
I'm not too sure. I think there's only 15 corners.
It says 19 for me, although
Okay. Well,
there's
yeah.
some very minor ones, admittedly. So
Yeah.
turn one is technically the kink, whereas
Oh.
it doesn't. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
marginal. But either way, I just wanted to say to Shady, Stevie is now actually in F4, so better watch out there. Um, Not in F3 anymore. Let's get the telemetry gone. Lap data, however, yes, fastest lap, perfect. Okay, so I don't know who you are on board with.
I'm bored of Yoloman. I
Oh,
think he's first guy to set the lap time.
yes, and we've already got a yellow flag in the bottom right corner. I'm not entirely sure who for. It's probably worth quickly stating, that if you're not familiar, Lockett Clout, who is racing today, wasn't racing yesterday, is still leading the championship. Um, 85 points, Tomesis on 74, and then P3 Gareth on 49. Going back to the penalties from last weekend, Barry Kruger, in fact, kept his lead. Very, very, very happy to see that. But Apo from P2 dropping down all the way to P6 after a bit of a dangerous rejoin. And Lena Scholes getting his 3 seconds removed, confirming P2 for him. Best result of the season so far, and this comes through with a 116.3, the first lap of the day. Tomesis going only marginally faster. And Smurtroni going for a 116.6. Alex Wells also a 115.7. 6 tenths faster than the man in PT. That's some lovely, lovely stuff there. Who's coming through now?
Red Bull of Andres goes B5, and Laxa goes B2. And next is McLaren, Milan goes P8, and Reloader is starting his lap, and then there's McLaren. I can't pronounce his PSN, but he got unvalidated his lap,
Oh,
and yeah.
yeah, so that
Uh,
he is both McLarens from F4 actually today, giving a bit of new life. Same for over here, STR F Trunk for Bricio Tricoso. Um, Testing him out. He's a no assist driver, so very, very happy to see if he can do well. But we will see in the coming moments as well. Please stop commenting, Apo. I can't see the map. Please. um, yeah, join the session, Apo. Come on. Um,
and Bastian Radical is completing his lap, and he goes before. 116.3.
Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. I think next up is Mendelson on my lap. Coming down the final corner. What's it going to be? So 116.3 pitting him P5. Lovely, lovely stuff. Followed by, I want to say Reload Deer. Yes, it is. P11. 116.6. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. And THCMJ 77. P13. Would have hoped better from him, possibly. But yet to find out. Banks starting himself up now. Would you like to give a track guide from here on Banks?
Yeah. So we are approaching to Variante Tamburello. Very tricky chicane. Banks is going in 4th gear, now 5th, 6th. And next corner is Variante Villeneuve. Very high speed corner, goes pretty quickly. Good. And next is Tosa, turn 7 of this lap. And when first sector is done. And next goes is Piratella down to 5th gear. And next one is Aqua Minerale. This was really hard on the last year's game, but it's now a little bit more easy to handle. And next one is Variante Alta. I think the hardest part on this track because you have to take those curbs pretty nicely, but yeah. And lastly, 2 Rivacha corners. On the first one, down to 3rd gear, and next one, little lit off, and there's our lap in Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari, and it's before 116.3.
Lovely, lovely, lovely lap there from Banks, putting him onto the second row of the grid, the lead Ferrari. I'm not entirely sure where Apo is, but he'll hopefully be joining us soon. And I believe Yuleman? No, actually. Smerteroni, I believe, is on a lap time. It's a 51 in the final set of it. Is going to be a 116.6. Not able to improve unless he's actually on an outlap. I think this game says your outlap's over quicker than it actually is, which is infuriating. It really ruins the flow of commentary. But Yullerman, his teammate, is on a lap, coming around the final corner now. Lovely stuff in 3rd gear, revving up the engine into 7th, across the line, and it's going to be a 115.9, putting him P2. That's a fantastic lap time from Yullerman, staking his claim. He was nearly promoted to F2, and in fact for 30 hours he was in F2. But he come back now, and he's proving his worth, and who knows, maybe that F2 seat is lurking in the distance if he keeps up these fantastic results. As Banks comes into the pit lane after completing his fantastic lap.
Oh!
Oh, what have you saying?
Andres got a little bit too much oversteer after Villeneuve and screwed his lap, unfortunately.
Now having to abort, yeah, really, really bad for him. Next up, well, not next up really, but well, Smergeroni, by the way, actually managing to go P5, and it's been what I want to say is a crash between Ivan Belov and possibly, yeah, THCMJ77. I have no idea what's happened there, but that I'm almost certain that's going to be reported, whether by the drivers or by me. That seemed really dodgy there. But we will see. I'm on board with SCRF Trunk here. What can he do in the middle sector? Nice to see one of the only Spanish drivers, possibly, I think actually the only Spanish driver in the PlayStation tiers of ERA. 5 tiers, 1 Spanish driver. It's a bit odd, but glad we got there in the end. Following on from Raul Gonzalez from season
And Captain
6.
Enrico's B3.
Oh, 115.9. Lovely stuff from him. Oh, an Alfa Romeo of possibly Alfa More Radical Emilia-Romagna there. And Trunk goes P17, a 117.859. But lots of time to improve. Who is next up?
I think one of the McLarens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either that or
Milan.
it's too slow.
Yeah, he's improving. I think he improved 8 tenths of his last lap in second sector, and it's P16, and Ennis goes to the pits. And reloaded is next one, I think. Yeah, opening
Yes.
DRS and going P7.
Oh, 116 points flat. And Mendelson going.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Wow, the man from F4 may be too fast for the tier. Will have to be checked out after this race if he keeps up the good form. A 115.7, nearly breaking the 15.6 barrier. Lovely, lovely stuff from him. Wow. I hope to see a few more lap times like that
oh,
today.
oh, and oh, Alex hit the barrier after
Oh,
after Tamburello, but he lost his front wing. But he's still continuing.
yep. We'll have to pit eventually though. Looking loud going P3 on 15.8. These lap times are really ramping up. Next up, however, is Passion Radical, the Brit in the Alfa Romeo. Gonna run the final corner. I don't think it's going to be the quickest time, and no, he bought into the pit lane. Intelligent thinking. So does Milank. There's a yellow flag. Oh, okay, I can't see the comment.
Banks is improving 3 tenths faster than his previous time in middle sector.
Oh, Geodude and La Haas is getting in a bit of a mix-up. I'm really not sure what's going on here.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so unfortunate. It could have
oh,
been really good lap for Banks, but
not quite. Could also be rear wing damage.
yeah.
Oh, not the safest rejoin with the Alfa Romeo flying through, but not too bad. At least I would like to say. Next up is going to be,
I think
oh,
Andres is on
yep,
his lap.
Tamisis letting him through.
Oh, oh, that wasn't too good of Aqua Minerale, but he's improving just a little bit.
Marginal improvements there.
But I think he's back out.
Possibly. He's got a lot of ERS, absolutely now, yeah. Definitely backed out of the corner now. Smart thinking from him though. He can pit now, get onto a new set of tyres, and do a final run. There's no point wasting everything away for P15.
And Cameron Dunn is starting his lap now. Currently P12, so.
Oh, let's get a good look on him. But first, Yulliman. No, Yulliman is that way too slow lap time. Sorry. Yeah, same for Smatroni. But don't know. You're saying Cameron Dunn
Yeah,
is on a lap. Okay.
yep.
Let's go on board with him.
Completing the first sector, and it's 2 tenths up, or yeah, up.
2 tenths up, going into the second sector as Tamisis. Lovely, lovely.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh, it's going pretty nicely for him.
that looked beautiful.
Now too, and still up. Oh,
Ooh, not great. Not great away, and Tamisis spins around. That is the end of his lap, possibly the end of his session. I can't comment just yet, but we will find out very, very, very shortly indeed.
I think he can, or maybe.
And,
I'm not sure. He might get another chance, but
you know, oh, he span it again, so maybe not anymore. But it is certainly going to be very tight. Yollerman has aborted his final lap. Not so sure for Smetaroni. Smetaroni as well.
I think
Looks
he's
like
trying to go again. No. Okay.
Yollerman into pit lane. I'm not sure he will be able to set a lap time, so P4 is the best Yollerman can achieve. Not so sure for Smetaroni, although if he's possibly blonked Trunk really badly there. Trunk 5 temps up in his time. What's it going to be? It's a 117.7. No, it's a 117.6, but I have a feeling Trunk may have been blocked there just a little bit. Alfam having a terrible qualifying session, it must be said as well. Who's next up? Okay, we're going to have to find someone.
Smurtione has invalidated his last lap, so he's not improving.
Oh, Milank improves by 5 temps, but not enough to gain position.
I think Alex went purple in first sector.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see if true. What can the Aston Martins do? Ennis coming across the line. So
But Alex invalidated.
Ooh, so Alex on for pole, but is invalidated. How unfortunate for him. Next up, we have Emre has also invalidated his lap time. Look at Clow looking to improve. Smerteroni up next in the final sector, but he's invalidated. Looks like he's had a spin. It's not going to be able to set a competitive lap time unless he has enough fuel. He does have 80% ERS, so I'll be interested to see if he can go again. Congratulations if he can. A Geodude setting a 124. Aborted the lap. It's going again as well. Very intelligent driving here from a lot of people. Emre 8 temps down on that lap time. Looks like he's going for another lap time. Ooh. And Dre's up to P13.
Yep. And Milan spins.
Oh dearie me.
Last corner. I think Mendelssohn has also made a mistake on his final lap.
Yeah, Tamisis not able to improve his lap time.
And
really unfortunate for him.
Logi Clark was 2 tenths up of his time, so on Lactical P3, that's very good for him. And Logi Clark.
P4 for Ennis. Oh, very, very, very similar lap times there.
And Logi Clark goes P3.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. What can the Ferrari do? No, Ferrari can't do anything. Smertoni span on his final qualifying lap. Next up is going to be Alfam. Can he improve? Surely he can. He's 4 temps up. Where can he be? What's the lap time going to be? It's only enough to put in P18, but it was a 4 temps improvement. Next up is going to be
Bastian Radical going to last corner now.
Ooh.
I think he was 1 tenth up of his time in end of the second sector, and he's goes P10.
Lovely, lovely stuff from the man in red. Next up is going to be possibly Emre come in. No, into the pit lane he goes.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, Patrick Fargo also going into the pit lane. Followed, I imagine, by a Geodude. Yes, yeah. And that is it for qualifying in Imola. 19 drivers plus Apo, who didn't set a lap time. Good from him. No penalties will be applied. He's serving his second of 3 qualifying bans for incidents. What can I say?
It looks like top 11 was like gap between P1 to P11 was nearly like half a second. So
Very, very tight qualifying session here in Imola. Mendelson making a case for him to be promoted into F3, going pole. Followed by a Geodude in P2. Look at Clout. Lexa making a German second row, followed by Ennis and Yulman. Captain and Emre make up the fourth row, with Reload Dia and Passion Radical finalising the top 10. Murphy and Banks to follow, with Tomisas and Andreas making up the seventh row. Ivan Belov and Pavel Dudek make up the eighth row. Oh, what happened? I think everyone just clicked, yeah. Okay, but either way, I believe it was Milank, Alfam, Fabrizio Troncoso, and Verova Behipi making out the grid. So now we have 32 laps of this wonderful circuit to follow. What do you
yeah,
think's going
and
to happen?
I don't know. Hopefully it's gonna be interesting race, but I was about to say that Aston Martin had a pretty good qualifying. I think best of the season. Lexus got P4 and Ennis P5, so
Yeah, absolutely.
that's
It was a fantastic qualifying from those two. Aston Martin tend to have their highs and their lows together, and this is
yeah, but
certainly one of them.
yeah, but I think they have improved quite a bit from the start of the season, so it's good
Yeah,
to see.
they're definitely getting better. There's no beta sign up because I don't care about the beta sign up.
Oh, we don't have the
There's no
formation up.
formation.
I
Oh
forgot.
dear. 5
Yeah.
lights. And away we go. Milan getting a terrible start. It's a drive for penalty for him. So does
Oh,
Passion Radical.
Alex
A
overtakes Mendelssohn.
fantastic start from Geodude around the outside of Mendelssohn. What's going to happen into turn one? Surely Carnage. Mendelssohn
Oh,
gets the position back.
oh,
Oh, and that's a might going wide. Radical into the wall.
and Alex has spawn.
Oh, massive crash. The
Oh,
elements at the race. That's going to be a safety car, surely. It's a virtual safety car at the very least. Look at Clout also getting a terrible start. What on earth happened there? Wow, okay, so who has damage? We're going to have to find out going onto the TV pod. Mentelson looking fine, so does a Geodude. And Reload DR, so... Christ alive, that was insane. Ennis not able to make up any positions, even with two people ahead of him crashing. Tavis is up to P6 from P12. A fantastic, fantastic start from him.
and Apple made nine places on that, and Lucky Clock and Laxa lost 15. So
Oh dear. I'm going to assume I'm going to have to be dealing with a few reports. And safety car has come out now, actually. So it started off with a virtual safety car, but it is looped back. Interesting to see here, clearly. It was one crash after another. No surprise, turn one was always going to be a bit dangerous, and this only proves that who's coming into the pit lane. Not many people, I believe, actually only looking. So that's interesting.
yeah,
Maybe Laxa didn't actually get damage. I mean, that has to be the truth, I suppose. But
yeah, Lucky Clock is changing his front wing and putting hard tires on the
ooh,
car.
to the end of the race he goes. I'll take this opportunity to just say, if you're enjoying the stream so far, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you can, and if you want to get involved, if you check the link in the description below, join the Discord, and from there you can join the races, chat to the drivers, engage in the community. We'd be happy to host you. So please consider that if you're looking for any league racing or just people to talk about F1 with. I cannot wait to see you over there. Be a safety car 1 lap in. I'm not too shocked. I don't know about you, but it makes sense that this track would have a first lap safety car.
Yeah, I think like race that in Imola can be really chaos because Tamburello is really narrow chicane, and also overtaking at the turn 1 is also if you go side by side to turn 1, it usually ends on in tier, so yeah.
Absolutely. It's not a too wide corner, and for a first corner, it's incredibly cruel. um,
Yeah, but also one thing what I find quite interesting, only 3 drivers started on the hard. No, hang on. Yeah, 3 drivers, Banks,
oh,
Murphy, and Alpham, and of course, Logiclaw has also hard now. So yeah,
oh, wow, yeah. I mean, we didn't get time to look at that because there was no formation lap. Which
yeah,
I think there should be. There should be formation lap, so that'll be fixed for next time out. Um, but
yeah,
it happens. The
yeah.
settings change a lot.
I was like ready to talk about strategies in formation lab, but I remember that yeah, we don't have those in this game.
Yep, because this game is broken, so we don't have a lot of things. Milank and Passion Radical don't think they've been saved just quite yet. They can only serve their drive-through penalty when there isn't a safety car. So they will have to wait for the safety car to come in and then serve the penalty. It's still a bad start from them. Looking on the replay cameras, I have to say, it does appear that Linus went wide on his own accord.
Oh,
Radical gets Span and takes poor old Andreas with him. I want to say maybe Andreas, maybe the contact caused the spin. It's not a
and
normal corner to lose traction on. And
yeah,
then,
and safety car in this lap.
yep. And Yulaman also spanned the car on his own accord. So Yulaman spins, at least this is what the cameras are saying. Lokic sent with him, but we are getting ready to start lap 4. So let's tune back in with the action. Mendelson has been leading every part of this race so far, all 3 safety car laps of it. Expecting him to get a good start again. Going very, very early, I have to say, and it's a beautiful start. It's a beautiful start. Alex Wells cannot compete. Banks getting an overtake on Smirtoroni.
Cameron
So,
got also pretty good restart, going
yep,
side by side with Ennis into
beautiful
German,
stuff.
but not quite. Yeah, Ennis keeps the position.
Well, Smirtoroni around the outside of Banks. Is it going to work? Yes, it is. Beautiful
Oh,
stuff.
but
Although,
Banks goes back.
oh, Murphy spun around. Possible contact there. Really unfortunate to see. And Smirtoroni, I think, just went a bit wide. Into fan around to Tamburello. Lost position. Again, Milank and Passion Radical already serving their
Passenger
drive-throughs.
Radical retired on the track. Oh no, 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 like he spun.
Leaving the pit lane, Passion Radical spun. Oh
Yeah,
dear. That is really unfortunate there. I'm surprised there isn't a safety car, although at the same time, the safety car would have to drive through him, so
uh,
possibly makes sense.
and Lux overtakes Trunks, goes B14.
Oh, beautiful
And
stuff
Mendelssohn
there. There's
has spun.
oh, Mendelson going wide. Variante Alta it down into P11 or P13 now. It was a terrible spin. It didn't look that bad, but to lose 14 positions already is really, really bad. Alfam making the move on the inside of Dudek there as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Oh dear.
But did Mendelssohn just spin on his own, or did he add contact?
I believe he's found on his own, but
Okay.
I'm not too sure. As Mendelson moving back up to P12, getting those positions back, and Trunk falling down the order a little bit. Lockett Clout also making the overtake on him. But now
Yeah,
look at Mercedes already. A
yeah, I
commanding
was.
little lead.
Yeah, Alex was doesn't have yet the 1 second window, but it is close.
Yeah, and Tamisa's making up 9 positions already. Safety car, I believe, is going to come out at the end of this lap. So expect to see it on lap 7. Alex Wells setting the purple middle sector. He is rapid. He is flying. but can he break away from Patrick Farga? And it doesn't look like he can as of yet. Patrick Farga, a bit of a slow start to the season for him, but he's really ramped up the quality of his racing. Much faster, I have to say. And Alex Wells setting the fastest lap of the session. A much better Rivazza for him. Demetrius is falling away a little bit from Captain Emre as well, so that's important to note. Captain Emre on the charge. His season has not really started yet. Every time something goes well, it ends rather quickly. And Patrick Farga going very wide, very wide. Cameron Emre
Ooh.
around the outside of Toza. A lovely, lovely, lovely little overtake. Obviously assisted. Not much Farga could do once he had went wide. Villeneuve is a very hard corner, you have to be honest. Possibly harder than Tamburello. Like you said in the track guide, it's a high speed corner. But you have to be so perfect with it or you are going wide, and Patrick Farga unfortunately falling victim to it. But I imagine plenty of other drivers will also fall victim to it today.
Yeah. I think Laxa is going for the move against H and J77 and gets overtaken in the second to last corner, and also Olivlau is following him. He as well goes P14.
Beautiful stuff. Dudek fully down the order.
And Mendelssohn is using his ERS and DRS, trying to overtake Alpam to turn 1. Gets the move done. Up to P11.
Beautiful stuff. Move done before the corner.
I think Banks overtake Ennis also.
Yes, absolutely. Didn't see that come up on the arrows annoyingly, but that absolutely did happen. Let's look at the tyres now. We got a yellow flag.
Alpam's one.
Oh dear, does he have any damage? I don't believe so, not visually at least. But it's really, really unfortunate for him. Ennis is... apparently Ennis has desync. Jacob, could you expand on the desync issue, please? Gonna have to find out why Ennis is experiencing desync. We'll hopefully work it out. Tomesis already out of ERS. No wonder he has such good starts. But that's not looking good for him. Banks not desync, not derating as of yet. So it might be quite easy for Banks to catch up here. He has the extra boost of knowing Tomesis can't fight it if Banks was to catch up. So let's see. As Alpha enters the pit lane, he clearly didn't have damage. Fixing his front wing. Ennis, okay, apparently Ennis, the Ferrari's overtake was slightly suspect. Is it lagging? I don't see any lag.
Yeah, I'm on POV of Ivan, and I don't see really any lag.
It's more Banks that was apparently lagging.
Okay.
Okay, so it sounds like it's an Ennis issue from there then, because Ennis is seeing multiple people start going wide. Yeah, that may be an Ennis internet issue, but we'll see. I imagine other people are experiencing it. I don't see any issue, thankfully. Looks good on the stream. And this race appears to have cooled down a tiny bit, although Laxa is 5 tenths behind Mendelssohn with a very, very long straight. I'd be interested to see if Laxa can go for the overtake and if this camera angle could catch up. Is Laxa going to go for it?
No, he's not close enough.
Very, very close, however. Next lap, who knows what's going to happen. Yulman leaving the session, but you can't blame him. It was a terrible start to the race, and really, really unfortunate for that to happen.
Yeah, and I think Banks is gonna get DRS of Cameron Dunn. Yeah,
Quite possibly, yeah.
he's under 1 second. That's good for him because he's
Absolutely.
like the first hard runner. So
And
yeah,
with Demesis constantly flashing, Banks knows the overtake will be quite easy when he goes for it. I don't know if he'll go for it this lap. I don't think he's close enough,
no,
admittedly,
but
but next lap,
yeah,
absolutely.
yep.
He's setting up the
And
move.
Ivan got past Ennis
Oh,
for P6.
lovely stuff. Congratulations, Ivan, the man from F2. Couldn't race anymore, so he come down to F3,
Oh,
proving
we
his
have yellow flag.
worth. And no, we have a
Oh, and
McLaren in the
McLaren
wall.
has, yeah,
And
safety car.
Safety car coming out on lap 10. This is a good time for the medium runners to pit. Someone like Banks maybe in a spot of bother. Pavel Dudek going wide, exiting Variante Tamburello. Unfortunate to see, but it's a common place to crash, and it will allow people like Milank with their how do I say it? Milank having a drive-through penalty, Alpha clearly off the pace, getting to rejoin the circuit. It's good to see.
Yeah, Alex Pitts, Emery also, Vaga, Don, Banks is staying out. Ivan is pitting, Alpam got drive-through penalty. And yeah, everybody is pitting.
Absolutely no real shock
But
there.
yeah, but I think all hard runners are gonna stay out. Yeah, Murphy is
Yeah.
also staying out.
And this pitted onto the softs.
What? Oh, and Lux is getting held in the pits. That's not too ideal for him.
No, that's not great, but I don't know how much time he is going to lose. He was quite far behind, but I can't for the life of me work out why you'd go for the softs.
Mm, uh,
Unless
like
he
the
thinks there's another safety car guaranteed. This is...
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. I was about to say that that's like the only thing
yeah.
what Ennis is trying. Yeah.
That's bad. Really, really, really bad. Alfam coming into the pit lane as well. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin the safety car queue before it comes into the pit lane. I'm so sorry for being tired. I had a long night and my screen's went blue. Hmm? Oh, Alfam's retired from the session. Nah, I would have stuck with it, but fair enough. That makes sense. I understand that decision. So, not a good day for those particular men. You'd have to say. Terrible day, in fact.
Oh, and Ennis has left.
And this has
Fun.
left the session. Oh, that's his
Uh,
internet going bye-bye.
I can try to invite him out again.
Yeah, why not? Let's see.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can join. Although I'm going to assume the soft tire running may be an issue. We've got warning flags. I don't know what the warning flag is for though. What's in here? What are we talking about? What's happened? Why should I care? I'm not joking. I don't know what you're complaining about. Ennis's internet has gone. Oh dear. So that looks like it's going to be Ennis out of the race already.
So his internet died or what happened?
I'm going to be checking the chat right now just to see if he said anything. Which I'm not too sure, to be honest. Ennis hasn't said anything, but I'm guessing his internet's gone.
And safety car is going in
Oh,
after this lap.
beautiful stuff. It's nice. I'm going to ignore you, but anyway. But Banks ready to lead the pack away. Oh, there's been a collision behind.
Oh, and
It
Banks
was
is gone.
who?
Banks is going. Oh, what is
Oh,
happened? Oh my
oh
god.
no.
Oh my god.
I didn't get to see why Look at Glout's done, but someone's been going rather slowly. And look at what's happening in the back of the pack.
Owen
Oh,
says
what?
action. Owen Emre has made a contact with
Uh,
Vaga, and what is happening?
I don't know.
Uh,
There's a massive.
what?
Okay.
What's this? What? Hang on. Like,
Okay, that feels.
but,
Ooh,
oh,
something's
okay, so
happening.
yeah,
Um,
Alex Murphy, Cameron, and Vaga has 5 seconds. Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna.
and
Something's.
look at
Yeah,
look.
I'm really sorry.
And,
I've lost it.
Watson and Andre has spun, I think.
Yeah,
But uh,
wow.
I think at the safety car restart, like guys who were behind Ennis and Ennis car was AI, they like maybe overtook him, and then they got like that illegal overtake penalty, and they had to slow down or something like that. I'm not too sure what happened,
I think
but
that's quite possibly a shout. I know there was contact between Ennis and Murphy, and then it seemed like someone slowed down, and it caused a complete different bubble of like cars, a different train. And then the 5 second penalties, I don't understand why they've been dished out. I really don't. But it maybe calls for a restart. I I don't know. I mean, I'll have to talk to Martinez. I believe
and Team
Demetrius is
is a
spun.
spun.
Oh dear.
Unlucky for him.
That's really unfortunate. Demetrius is falling down the order now, all the way to possibly last. Yes, yes, confirmed now. We've got another yellow flag. Is there? No, no, no. I'm gonna, Martinez, if you're still watching this, and I will say that season 9 is going to be crossplay apparently. We're going to get to see Guillermo Durugna
Oh
feed
no.
Drake Dempsey. Oh no. Um, that'll be interesting to see. Martino, if you're still watching, do you want this to be a restart?
When has happened something maybe or no?
Well, yeah, because if
I
these guys have
don't
to
know.
pit again, they're screwed. DRS enabled.
Unlucky clock is going overtake for the overtake against Mortione, and he's goes up to P7.
Oh, beautiful stuff. Making a recovery drive after that terrible safety car restart for him, where he seemed to lost control, or seemed to lose control, coming out of the final corner. And right on the back of Ivan Belov, he is a man on a mission.
Oh, yellow flag, and Team is a spun again.
Oh dear, not a good day
Oh,
for Demesis. Is he
yeah,
got damage? No.
yeah, he was doing so good. He was P4 before the safety car, and then everything went.
Pear-shaped. And he has a 5
Yeah,
second penalty, so
yeah,
hopefully another safety car doesn't happen. So some of these people don't get screwed over, although it looks like Murphy is going to have to serve his 5 seconds at some point.
yeah.
There's not been any calls yet for a restart. No one complaining too much, so I think we're just gonna proceed.
Yeah. And Alex is on the DRS, but he closes it before the breaking point, so he's not going for the overtake.
Oh,
But also Banks.
Mendelssohn around the outside, Smetaroni closes off the door. My apologies for interrupting, but that had to be commentated on.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, Smetaroni looks like he's going to go for the... Is Smetaroni going to have to defend?
Oh.
Yes, he is. Oh, Mendelssohn thinking better of it at the end, at the death. Beautiful stuff.
When Logiclaw is trying to overtake Ivan, but doesn't get the move done. But yeah, as I was saying that Banks hasn't really used his ERS too much. He's still at 90%, so
Ooh.
he's not trying to get the jab to Alex, so...
No, well, there's a good chance that after a while, Judy is going to be the faster driver. And Banks could try and use the DRS to get himself further in the lead before that inevitable pit stop. He also doesn't have a 5-second penalty, so it will be very interesting to see.
Yeah. And Abo is on 1 second off Murphy, and he used a little bit ERS, but yeah, he's not close enough.
Oh, good stuff. Captain Henry getting the fastest lap. Beautiful.
And Milank is overtaking Trunk for P14.
Oh. Lockett Clout really, really close to the back of Ivan.
Oh, and Abo is really close of Murphy, and he goes round the outside of Tosa, and just enough room, but I think Murphy is... Oh, that was a nice battle.
Yeah, that was a... Ooh, that was looking like it was going to be a fantastic overtake, not quite materialising, but that is what we want to see. That was really good.
Oh, yellow flag and...
once more.
Oh my...
Demesis losing his cool.
Oh, and Abo trying to go side by side to Variante Alta with Murphy. This might not...
Oh,
Ooh.
I have to give
Nice
credit.
stuff.
That was a
But,
fantastic overtake. Murphy is going to get the DRS, however, so maybe not the smartest overtake as Ennis goes wide.
There might be a little bit of contact. Ivan... I can't get the words out, but... yeah, I think Ivan hit back of Murphy, and that unsettled his car, and he's now P6.
Oh, Mendelssohn making the overtake on Smerteroni at the back. Ennis pitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. Ennis was never going to get to the end of this
race. There was Smurcione and Andrej were really close, and Laxe got over to P10, overthinking Andres. So there's a lot of happening, and Murphy and Lotus Lagas are going side by side. But Murphy is ahead now, right now.
Fantastic action here. Lockett Clout out of ERS, however. So his progress is going to be stunted. He's got another yellow flag. It's Demesis once more.
He was looking at the move for Variante Alta, and and Mendelssohn has gone into the wall.
Oh, is that damage for Mendelssohn?
Not physical.
No, okay. There's a possible chance his wing is slightly bit broken, but we're going to see when he comes into the pits at the end of this lap or not. Mendelssohn nearly losing the car once more, but he does not go into the pit lane. He does get overtaken by Captain Enray, however. And this is a lovely little train forming up here, led by Ivan Belov. But not that way.
Oh, and yellow flag, and yeah, it's Cameron again.
Yeah, to me, it's just really having a bad day of things. I'm trying to... I don't really know why this logjam of cars has started. This is unusual to see, but from P11 to P5, all stuck in a little pack.
Yeah, I think it started when Apo overtook Murphy, and yeah, after that it has been quite an exciting battle, which I'm liking. But if I would have like been Murphy at that point, or some of the car from P5 or to P10, I would be absolutely furious. But
When he probably
yeah,
is, in all
yeah,
fairness.
and Laxa got overtake down of Smorgione. He's P8 now,
Beautiful stuff. Gonna
and
be able to fight Smesis once more. Smesis is really struggling today.
yeah, and him still. And is there anything?
Oh,
Andres
Smed's
trying to go
running.
around the outside of Smorgione, but it doesn't
Oh!
work.
Andreas forced to
Oh,
go a bit wide. Is he going to lose even more positions? Captain Enray in the hunt. Enray going to go for the move? No, he doesn't. Not quite far enough ahead. And Banks and Judy are running away with this, must be said. Those
yeah.
5-second penalties will probably be removed. Um, so we'll have to see.
Oh, Lux is so close of Lokislav. Louch. Oh, how you pronounce that?
Look at, yeah, I could say Lau.
Yeah.
Probably not correct. But yeah, Linus really
Yeah,
on the back of him. Locket Lau,
yeah, Linus
obviously.
is using ERS and I think he's going for the
Oh!
move. Oh, that's so close.
Oh,
And Siemens is
Demesis.
retired
Yeah, in the
on the
pit
pit
lane.
lane and oh, looks it. Does he make the move down? Yes, he does.
A little
Nice
bit of
move.
barging, but
Yeah,
gets the move done clean enough.
yeah.
Um, these guys
And
on very old hard tyres, it must
Emrys,
be said.
Emrys, Emrys tries to get the move done of Andres, but he's not close enough.
Apo in a world of his own, has to be said. P4
Yeah,
looking very certain for him. Another qualifying ban, another opportunity for Apo to somehow pick off positions. Going from P20 to P4 in Imola is just, it doesn't get done simply enough. And now he looks like nothing could stop him in the world.
yeah. I think
Especially,
Linus has quite a good pace. He's right back off Murphy now, as Ivan
ooh,
Belov got 3 seconds time penalty.
I think
I
they
think,
hit the first 3 second time penalty of the race.
yeah,
Apologies for my throat. My drink is gone, so no way of smoothing it over.
yeah,
Is any?
yeah,
I
like,
don't think Murphy could go for a move here, but Laxa definitely could.
but I think Murphy used a little bit of ERS, but yeah, it's not close enough.
Ooh.
And there's Blanca's spawn on the last corner.
Oh dear. Milank relegated to
Oh,
P14.
and Andre spawn.
Oh, oh dear, he manages to keep it on track. No damage, I don't believe. Was there any
Yeah, but
contact?
oh, and Laxa tries to go around the outside of Murphy and doesn't get the move done. Murphy,
Oh!
Murphy has
Murphy's
retired.
gone. There's got to be a safety car, surely. Yes, it is.
Oh, this
And
is
that
good.
changes this race.
Oh, this is really good for Banks. Or also, yeah, I think he will keep his lead because that's 5 seconds
Well,
of.
that's. Oh, drive-through penalty for Andres under safety car. That's really bad. 1 second. Keep on talking.
Yeah, and Banks is going for the pitch, and Alex is staying out. I think he's trying to get that 5 seconds remove. That's reasonable. And Vaga is also staying out, and Frank is going for the mediums. Apo is pitting, Ivan, literally everyone is pitting. I think Murcione is staying out. Uh, so yeah, Apo
There
going
goes.
for the softs. That's interesting. I will also go in for the softs. What else? Laxe, the softs. I
Oh
think everyone
God.
is. Oh. And on Logiclaw goes for the old mediums from the
I
lap 1.
so if
Yeah.
I am correct, all the people that had a 5 second time penalty stayed out. Which it's a shame because it's not their fault, but they're
Yeah.
prioritising. Let's not ruin the penalty. They're kind of forced to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. It was Tomesis, who's retired.
Yeah.
Emre. Oh, Emre did pit. Okay,
Did
Emre. Yeah, Emre decided to pit, but you can see he's now P11. Murphy retired, and Reloadia and Annex Wells deciding to stay out. Also, Smirtaroni, interestingly enough. Um, and then there's Banks on those medium tyres. A very interesting choice from him to prioritise mediums. Softs, and then Andreas, who has a drive-through penalty, so doesn't really matter what he does now. No point wasting a set of softs when
yeah.
you immediately have to pit and ruin them.
Yeah, and is on the old hard tires.
Oh, who's on old hard tyres?
Ennis.
Ah, okay. Yeah, and if probably looking to pit again, he was um, not in the lobby when the safety car happened, so hopefully he can rejoin and fix this soon. Only 14 runners now in this Grand Prix, 20 started. This is a very, very hard circuit for drivers like Tomesis. His first DNF of the season. What's going on with your microphone?
I tried to restart it, so give it a minute.
um, but this is going to only extend Lockett Glout's lead further
Yeah, I'm
in the
back.
standings. Beautiful.
Uh, so yeah, I think this is gonna be really exciting last few laps.
Absolutely. I have a bad feeling that either one of Milank or Ennis isn't going to reach the safety car queue, unfortunately. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hopefully it does. Um, is anyone saying anything in the F3 chat? Yeah, we have a few words. Hopefully they're good words. Um, Murphy. There was apparently braking boards missing, so Murphy was struggling to brake a little bit. And
Oh,
Cameron
come on.
Don having rear wing damage.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a real shame.
yeah. I was about to say that Cameron's race today was like my race in Monza last Sunday. So yeah.
Was nothing like your race on Sunday.
Well, well, I did have rear wind damage after lap 1, so
You had rear wing
yeah,
damage. Oh, I didn't
yeah,
even remember that.
yeah.
My
Well,
apologies. I knew you had
yeah,
damage. You would pick. I didn't realise it was rear wing damage.
yeah,
Makes sense why you binned off the race immediately.
yeah. But yeah, I was just a little bit frustrated, not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
now
yeah,
the interesting dilemma here is also to say Trunk also catching up to the pack. What I find quite interesting is that you have people like Banks on the mediums, and this is something that usually happens. The guys at the front are on the slower compound. The guys in the middle, are in the middling compound, or Thailand, whatever. And then the guys behind are on the softer compounds of tyres. So Apo, um, sure, Banks is P4 with slower cars ahead of him. But there's always a chance that Apo could get ahead of Banks before Banks gets ahead of Smaderoni, especially with a good safety car restart. And with every car catching up to the safety car, I'm going to assume that we're going to have 7 laps of running from lap 26 to lap 32. Uh,
yeah.
we're going to see.
65. safety car in this lap, and yeah, I think Alex is gonna defend for his life. Or he is, but yeah.
It's certainly a possibility, yes. If you're Alex, the only thing Alex can do is hope that Reloadia and Splatteroni defend for their life. I
Yeah,
think that's the only good thing. When is Alex going to go? It's going to be now,
I think.
quite early on.
But Varga got really good restart. He's using his ERS. He's getting the slipstream. He's going left hand side. Alex leaves just enough room, and side by side into turn one. Oh, it was close,
Oh,
but Alex keeps the lead.
Patrick Varga going for a switchback, I think, possibly. No, thinks better of it. Midlank with a time penalty. So does Ivan Belov.
And Banks move
Oh,
to
Belov
P3.
already had one, yeah. Banks overtaking Smirtroni already. Apo
And
looking like he's going to go around the outside at Toza. Is he going to make the move
oh,
work?
beautiful
Yes, he
work
is.
from Abo.
Wow. Fantastic from Apo into P4, hunting down another podium. We're going to see what happens here. Laxa next up to make the move on Smirtroni. Smirtroni's hards really not working currently, not up to the right temperatures. And Coutinho screaming Apo and making my life much more miserable. So let's see, when's Laxa going to
Oh,
go
and
for the
Laxa
move?
goes for the move
Yeah,
to
Smirtroni
P5.
was letting him through there. Quite a slow exit there.
Oh,
Ooh,
let's
okay.
see. Banks gets, I think, a little bit better exit than Morgan. He's pounding
Absolutely.
his areas, but is it enough? Oh, round the outside for
Oh.
the. I don't remember the corner name, but anyway. Oh, there was a little bit
Ooh.
of contact.
Squeezing
Oh, and
him
Abo,
very wide, but Fargo keeps the
not enough
position for
speed.
now.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful move. And this is Abo trying to make another move from round the
Oh.
outside.
A dive into
Yes.
Toza. Can't make the move
Oh,
work.
ooh,
The
a
teammates
little bit
scrap him.
contact. Oh, beautiful move from Abo.
But Apo's somehow getting into P3. Laxa getting stuck behind Fargo, letting everyone know, and Apo's ruined it. Apo gets a
Oh,
3 second time penalty, which immediately he has to rely on Patrick Fargo to do an amazing defence job now, or Apo's podium is going to go bye-bye. Banks falling away from Alex Wells, that has to be said, as Lucky Clout overtakes Smirtroni. So does Mendelson. Mendelson climbing up the ranks after a few spins settled him down the order. Laxa all over the back of Patrick Fargo. As we start lap 28, DRS is now enabled. Expect some wild scraps, possibly even another safety car,
yeah,
dare I
Mendelssohn
say.
is going around the outside of Logic and gets the move done up to
Ooh,
P6.
Lokic nearly hitting into Mendelson, but just about keeping the car. And these tyres, these soft tyres, may already be dying off. We don't know. So Lucky Clout could be coming back for an overtake sooner than you realise. Andreas serving his time. His drive-through penalty, so quite far away from the pack now. Points might be too far for
Oh,
him. Patrick Fargo overtakes by Laxa around the outside. Beautiful, beautiful stuff entering Piratella.
if you can invite me back, I got
Oh,
error.
okay, I will. I
But
guess I'll invite you back.
hang on, I think you don't might have to
It's
invite me
done.
back.
I've invited
Okay,
you back.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all good. It's all good. Um, we got a nice little train settling everyone from P1 to P11 is in DRS. I'm going to see what happens now. Remember to spectate. Banks setting the fastest lap. Oh no, actually Mendelson, but Banks on the ERS as Milank spun. Banks to the inside of the first corner. Oh, there's been contact. There's been a spin. They've both spun round.
No!
Alex has
What?
spun round Banks. Oh, Banks losing his lead. That's going to be reported.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Why?
And oh, Jude sent off track again at the very next corner down to P9. What is going on? Apo's in the lead of this race.
What is happening? I think, I
Oh,
think Lux has a really good chance to win this race.
absolutely. Laxa just needs to keep within 3 seconds of Apo, and that's absolutely doable.
But, oh,
Banks.
and Alex and Bax are going side by side again. Oh, a little
Oh.
bit wide, but oh, no side by side from. Oh my! Oh,
I don't know what happened there. I don't think there was any contact there. I think they were both scared of each
yeah.
other, which is understandable. Uh, oh dear. Can Apo build a 2 seconds advantage to Laxa? I think it may be too much, but he's certainly going to give it his all. A Geodude's race going from what you'd think was an amazing result to absolute tatters. Not what you want to see.
And
Um,
Mendelssohn is using all his ears, and he's going round the outside of Patrick Kuaga, I think his name, and side by side, and gets the move done.
It's moved on. Not
Beautiful.
much Patrick Farker can do there. Is he going to go for a move back in to Phil Nerve? No, not quite. I think it's better if it. Patrick Farker knows. He probably knows the penalty is going to be removed. He is battling for position here. And Laxa, this is really important for the race. Laxa is actually catching up to Apo currently. No, Martinio, stop just rooting for people. Apo.
Oh, and Laxa got 3
Oh,
seconds.
that really changes the shape of this race. Mendelssohn can be on to win in F3.
Yeah.
The second weekend in a row that the winner of an F3 race is someone from F4. I really hope that doesn't happen again. It's Rio Dia getting a 3 second time penalty. Terrible stuff there. But now, yeah, I have a feeling that Mendelssohn is the favourite now. Linus bottling the lead unless he can get another time penalty, or he can get the time penalty removed, but I'm not so sure he can.
And Mendelssohn has not, he doesn't have any warnings, so he's really good.
Yeah, Mendelssohn definitely not going to have any penalties. Yeah, Mendelssohn really driving the max of the car's capabilities here. Reload Diaz still looking like he could get a
Oh, and
podium here as well.
Access had a little bit of a moment
Oh,
after Trosa, but he's good.
he's still catching up to Apo, and this train is not helping any of the guys with time penalties. They all need clean
Oh, and Lucky
airs.
Clock tries to go for the move in Aqua Minerali, and oh, there's a lot of contact, and I think no, he's still side by side with Waga, and they are going side by side for Oriente Alta, and
Ooh. Lucky Clout not leaving much space here. And Captain Enrage looking like he's going to go for a move there. Really, really, really tight. Sorry to focus on this. Oh, Patrick Ferguson gives away P4, but is Emre going to do anything to get P5? These
and
soft
Lux is
tires are
using
very
his
old.
CRS and DRS trying to overtake Apo into I don't remember it of turn 1, and he makes the move done, goes up to P1.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Mendelssohn looks like, yeah, just fantastic stuff there. Reload Dia getting back past Lucky Clout on the DRS straight. He is not giving up with these hard tyres. And unfortunately, that time penalty is going to take him out of the podium.
Oh, and Lux has spun! No way!
Oh, Laxa bins it at Zoza on the final lap. He
My
sits on
God.
track. He's devastated. Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Oh, I feel so bad for the man from Germany. And he's getting a 3 second time penalty as well. Might remove him from the points. Oh, I can't believe that's just happened. And Mendelssohn is almost certainly now, unless he spins as well, which he could possibly do. No, not quite. It looks very much like Mendelssohn is going to win this race. Apo's been fantastic to get into the lead, at least provisionally, but it's all going to come under at the very end, at the death. There's another yellow flag, and it's for Milank in the final first sector. but Apo's going to come through to win the race on track. But Mendelsohn actually getting a P1. Reload Dia serving a 5-second time penalty, but that will be removed. Apo keeping his podium, however, hopefully penalties don't remove it from him like they did last week, and looking out into P2. Captain Emre P4, a fantastic week for the Alpha Tauris. Smerteroni finishes P5, followed by the Ferraris, P6 and P7, with Reloadia, judging by that, Reloadia should be P6. Ennis just scraping a P9, with Fabrizio Troncoso rounding out the points, and Laxa could have been so much more than it was, but Laxa only gets P11, Gio P12, with Andreas and Milank rounding out the finishers. That has been a fantastic end to the race. Wow.
Like, I'm I'm a little bit disappointed because my game crashed. I didn't see that Banks versus Alex Wells into turn 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was absolutely very nice race to commentate, and
Yeah, it was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Fabrizio very happy in the chat to get points. Let me see. So the winner of the race, obviously, we already know podiums. 48 minutes that race took. Wow, it's going to be Mendelsohn. Not quite getting the fastest lap. That goes to Andreas, but Mendelsohn is getting 25 points. Which is going to do his. Actually, 26. My apologies. He also got pole, didn't he? You did finish on the points, Apo. Well done. Congratulations, my friend. Look at Clout somehow getting 18 points after that terrible start. I don't know how he does it. 0 for Gio. Banks getting 8 as of now. Reloadia only getting 4 points. Apo getting 15. Smerteroni somehow managing to get 10 with Porbeck not racing, of course. Andreas, no points again. It's not having the best stage of the season currently. Laxa, I have to be honest, it was a bit of a bottle. Not what you'd want to see from him. Yeah, he's in the Ferrari. How could I forget? Sure. You're welcome to talk as well, don't worry.
yeah, no, but I was drinking, so I don't want to annoy people.
No, it's all good. I believe Ennis got 2 points with Captain Emre on 12. Velasco not racing, neither did Iwan. And who else? I'm trying to work out. No, Kizgek didn't race. Ivan Belov did race, and Ivan Belov. Oh, Ivan Belov got points. 7. He got 6 points, didn't he? Because he finished P7. East didn't race, and then everyone else has already been fired in, apart from Fabrizio, yeah, the man, the Mr. Legend, and Trunk there. So if I'm gonna refresh these points totals, and let's see what comes up. Look at Clout's lead now extends to 29 points in the championship. Mises trailing behind, and Apo retaking P3. Murphy, not the best race, stays or drops down to P4, and Banks gets into P5. Worth saying that Mendelsohn is now P13 in the championship. Lovely stuff from him. And who got fastest lap again? It was certainly someone.
I can try to see it.
Let me check.
Wait a second.
It was Andreas, so Andreas will get 1 solitary point, but I'm sure he was hoping for more. Doesn't boost him up in the championships either, unfortunately. But One. Da-da. Done. So I believe our podium was Apo, who obviously can't speak.
Apo and Mendelssohn and Logic. Are you inviting them?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good.
Powell. And look at interviews. Let's stay in the session. Lockett and Mendelson going to do interviews. Mendelson wants to do an interview. And so does Lockett. So let's invite them to the party. Oh. It's not allowing me to add Lockett, so...
I can try.
No, it's just saying it's one of his settings, apparently.
Hello, hello.
I think you can you hear us now? Mendelson?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. Okay. Oh, and we also have Lockett here. So I think we're going to start with the race winner, Mendelson. You weren't supposed to be racing until about 2 hours ago. Congratulations. How does it feel to win an F3 race?
This race is amazing, but uh, I'm strong, and I feel great. That's what I wanted to say. This is a revenge on tomorrow. Yesterday. If for
But yeah, I mean this is the second race in a row where someone from F4 has won in F3. First it was Barry Kruger, now it's yourself. Will we see you more in F3 now?
Yep.
Cool. Well, that is good to hear. We'll see what happens after the race. Is there anything else you wanted to say, Mendelson?
Polska górą! I love you guys. I love you.
You too. That's great. So, Lockig, can you hear, Paul? Beautiful. And I don't know how you got to P2 after spinning off almost immediately, but congratulations on your P2. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. After the first lap, I was very disappointed that feel good. I'm very happy.
I'm glad to hear it. I mean, I don't know if you heard, but you are now 29 points ahead in the championship. So, a very, very good showing from you when your championship rival didn't finish the race.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what you really thought would happen. I know time penalties, especially those 3 seconds, really hurt your competitors. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It was such a chaotic end to the race.
Yeah.
It seemed certain that Banks and Ajudid would go on to win it, and then it didn't. But yeah, just congratulations, man. Well done. You're the first person to hit 100 points, so you're on track to get about 250 points maybe this season. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Pretty good.
It sounds fairly good. Um, but yeah, I'm seeing. I just wanted to. I mean, the interviews are a bit short today. I'm a bit out of my mouth isn't working as usual. Has Apo said anything yet? No, Apo is typing his thoughts currently. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining the interview. I don't know what's going to happen now. Are you looking forward to the next track, which I believe is at Jeddah? Yes. Are you looking forward for the next race at Saudi Arabia? You like it, okay. And you, Mendelson?
I will train. I will train.
Well, I mean, we might as well talk about F4 quickly while you're here, Mendelson. So you are now, although Imola hasn't been updated, I believe you're still in the lead of the championship, if I'm correct,
I don't know.
Mendelson? You don't know. I, I don't know. I don't know how well Edsack did, but I don't think he won. So you should be still
Yes,
leading.
yes, and the season is long.
Yes, it's a very long season. We still have quite a few tracks on the calendar. Oh, Apo has finally given his thoughts. So again, I'll have to just translate this. Again, I had to start from the back of the grid, this time P20. Still managed to get podium somehow. Track was pretty hard to drive and few time I almost spun. The last laps of the race were amazing, many battles. At the end, Linus overtook me because of my many mistakes during the lap, but luckily spun and I kept my podium. So Apo is very happy that Linus made a mistake, which is fair enough. That makes sense. The mistake definitely benefited Apo quite significantly. And Apo tagged me 3 times to say that message. So what can I say? But I think that it was short. It was a short interview segment today. But thank you guys for turning up. Um, if you've enjoyed this stream, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's the least you could do. But also, if you want to get involved in the community, check out the description below. We have a link there. Join the link. You join our Discord. You get to sign up to the races. You get to chat to the drivers. I may get to commentate you one day. You may get to commentate me one day. I don't know, but we'll find out. If you're looking for a bit more racing this Saturday evening at 7 p.m., PS and PCF2 both go racing on the same roads as we just went. And from tomorrow, quite late after Suzuka Grand Prix, which happens at 6 a.m. BST, at 4 p.m. BST, PCF1 with Cameron Dowds, Tom Maurer, Tony Ritchie, Erwin Cortin will be racing. Fantastic drivers. And then at 6 p.m. BST, commentated by, I believe, Cameron Don, our fantastic Northern Irish commentator. You get to see me, Ken, Blackbox, Gwil, Acer, plenty of drivers racing around these straights. It's going to be a good one, I can promise that. But I think that's been all from me. I don't know if you have anything else you want to say, Ken?
Not really, but contrast for Mendelssohn for his win and Rocky Clark for that really good comeback from that turn one spun, so yeah, congrats guys.
Yeah, I think that's all that needs to be said. So the stream is going to go down in about 10 seconds, but I sincerely hope you have a lovely day. Ciao.